Man, it's your boy Eric, aka Young God, coming to you live in the Pink Dungeon, giving it to you real raw rugged. I am tired. I'm going off NyQuil. My mother has force fed me NyQuil because she thinks I'm sick or I got a cold or something. My eyes are watery because I'm so tired, so I might stumble over my words. So excuse me if I do. That was just a little disclaimer. But I'm here. I'm back. 2018. We're present. Haven't really been making a lot of solo videos. Been making a lot of live streams and all that stuff. But we're here for a little solo video. It's not a review. Just a question. I was texting the homie Ampavelli. Amp. You guys go check out Random Acts of Podcast. It's a pretty great podcast. Him and his friend Devin talk about random things, music, sports, food, everything. Transgenders, I don't know. They talk about everything on there. So you guys go check out Random X Podcast. Gets 2 thumbs up for me. So I'm texting him about why does he think that black music or black art in general is watered down in 2018 compared to the 70s to the 80s. Now, personally, I feel like the 70s and the 80s were like the golden era for black people in creativity wise. So, like in art wise, when I say art, I don't mean just like painting pictures and things. I mean art in general, like music, painting, things like that. TV shows, just film in general, dancing, like just everything was just like I don't know. It just felt like it was just a golden era for black people. Just think about the TV shows that was on at the time: The Jeffersons, Good Times, What's Happening. I don't know, just a lot of black shows that were just on, and it just felt like those TV shows are just so ageless. Like they still come on today, and people watch them like they coming on like it's a new season or something. And it's crazy to me that they are still relevant. Like Good Times is so relevant still today than it was, when it first came out. And that's just so crazy to me that it could do that. And I just feel like things are not aging like wine today. And black people, I don't know. Why do you guys think that black art, music, whatever you want to specify it as, is not as just creative and great as it was? My opinion, my take on it is that black people are too comfortable, or black people are comfortable. That's not a bad thing. I'm glad that we're in a better place than we were way back in the 50s, 60s, whatnot. But I just feel like at that time in the 70s and 80s, niggas were still struggling, bro. Like you could hear the pain in their voice, the soul brought out. I mean, the pain brought out the soul. Just everything, like we speaking music wise, like Bobby Womack. I said that this nigga Bobby Womack, when he recorded a song, boy, it's like he got his eviction notice and his goddamn. It's like he got his eviction notice and his freaking Section 8 papers in both hands while he's singing, man. That nigga say, if you think you're lonely now, long, wait until tonight, girl. If you think you're lonely now, long. That nigga was just cooking on that. And, like, just the emotion he put in that song. You're not gonna hear that until. You're not gonna hear that in a lot of today's song. And I'm just curious on why do you guys think that? It was just like, I don't know, man. It's like they were just. It was just a peak of creativity. Even the early '70s with the freaking Black Panther, like it was just everything would just seem like we were just like dominating. Like goodness gracious, we're still dominating music, but I just feel like we're not doing it with that soul, and we just like just going in. I also feel like technology killed and helped black music because yes, technology is now have you can easily share black music. You can easily get into music, SoundCloud, all that. And like I said, you can easily get into it just by picking up a freaking NPC, looking up on YouTube how to use it. Then you like that. But back in the day, niggas was learning how to play instruments, bro. Everybody knew how to play something, at least one thing. Like you know how to play a little bit of piano, but you are a vocalist. You know how to play a little bit of saxophone, but you the harmonica. Like everybody knew how to play something, but nobody know how to play nothing these days. Even the R&B singers don't know how to play anything these days. Even the R&B singers are not even suggesting to get people who play things. They just want to get a beat that's made by a computer, and they on about their business. You get an FL Studio beat and they good. But you see a Stevie Wonder. Stevie Wonder's blind, bro. That nigga can't see, bro. I do this, that nigga don't even see nothing, bro. I do this, that nigga see this. He don't even see nothing. So the fact that that nigga know how to play almost every instrument, the harmonica, the piano, he niggas doing it all. It's just like that's crazy to me, man. And he's one of the most progressive, forward-thinking people to ever live. I don't care if you're talking about music or what. Like that man is just out there with his thinking. Like the things that he thought to do in the songs are still can't even be replicated today because they're just so next level thinking. And I just feel like that's crazy to me that people back then could do that forward thinking, but now that we're in the forward, they can't even think they can't even think progressively back. Like they still thinking about, I don't know. It's just like the fact that these people are out doing them back then, what should probably be doing today, they're not doing that today. It's like, what are you guys doing? Like, I don't know, man. It's just crazy, man. You got Zapp and Roger, like they were using the voice box auto tune thing. Like they're just forward thinkers, and I'm just like, yo, it's crazy to me that black people don't see this and just like, yo, we need to get another renaissance, a black renaissance where we just like actually putting a lot of creativity in this thing. And that's not me saying that black people today are just not creative at all, but I'm just saying if you look at the music that came out in the 70s and the 80s and compare it to the best albums that came out in like the black albums that came out this decade, it's a little shaky, baby. You know what I'm saying? It's a little shaky, baby. Like just think about like Prince albums or freaking the Stevie Wonder album, or Marvin Gaye album, or Bobby Womack album. It's just so much. Like I can name some people, like Al Green album. It's just like the things they were doing is just like wow, it's bone chilling. So I don't know. That was just a little take I have on that. It just feel like that. The bottom line, people got a little too comfortable. People got a little too lazy. Like I don't feel like learning an instrument. I can get an MPC. I can go on YouTube learn how to do this. People just don't really care anymore. They're too comfortable. Like nigga Marvin Gaye had to make a whole album to pay off, like to pay his wife or some junk like that. Like niggas ain't doing it no more, man. Like niggas was like going in the booth with a purpose. Niggas ain't going in with a purpose anymore. That's what I feel like killed it. So I don't know. I'm rambling at this point. I told you guys I'm off NyQuil. I'm sleepy. Finna upload this right now. So next time I say what I mean what I say. Haters gonna hate, and players gonna play. I let you boy now, man.